Now then, people, good evening and welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. I hope you are all doing well. Fresh off the just watching West Ham demolish Burnley in the end with a 3-1 scoreline. That's 2 wins on the spin for them, 6 goals to the good at the home ground, which is something that they'd struggled to get wins at for so long. I know a lot of Leeds fans will look at that and see that as a negative for us, but listen, maybe under Nuno, this was always going to happen, so better it happens sooner rather than later. And hopefully Leeds United can follow their suit and get a positive result ourselves. Both us and Forest, as it currently stands, obviously 11 games in, or this will be our 11th game, are both due or in a relegation battle. We are both threatened with the drop as it currently stands. So it's going to be a tense game tomorrow, 2 p.m. Make sure you're following on the channel from 1 p.m. Look, Sean Dyche is the new manager at the City Ground at Nottingham Forest. He's one of their own. Don't tell Wolfie I said that. He's still searching for his first league win, though. They are 19th currently in the table. They have 6 points, which is a far cry from where they were this time last season. And maybe they should have kept faith with Nuno instead of going on this managerial merry-go-round, which has seen them have Nuno, seen have Poch, and now they land on Sean Dyche. Look, a win for them on Sunday would mean they're just 2 points behind us, so hopefully we can increase that gap. Already on their third manager, as I've mentioned. Nobody would have predicted the situation that they find themselves in, which of course is an unforeseen relegation battle. They're already 13 points worse off than they were at this stage last season. Doesn't look great for them. Of course, they brought in Dyche hoping to stem the bleeding, make them defensively sound like they were under Nuno. However, they've conceded twice in each of their last 2 Premier League games that Dyche has played at, obviously losing to Bournemouth 2-0 and then drawing with Manchester United just the other week. Forest now winless in 3 in the league, settling for stalemates on 2 occasions, and they managed to score on just 2 occasions in them games as well. Would you take another stalemate? I know I would. As a Leeds United fan going to the City Ground, it's a tough place for us to go. It's a tough place for any side to go, regardless of form. And with Leeds United coming to town, there's a little bit of needle between both fan bases. I think it's going to be a tough place for us to get a point. Now, as poor as they've been, their form at the City Ground has improved of late because they're undefeated in 2 at the stadium now. They won once in that time as well. Whereas prior to that, they'd lost 4 on the spin at home under your man Ange. So you can already see the tide turning at the City Ground. Now, as for Leeds United, we were comprehensively beaten last time out by Brighton. You know, they got a draw against Man United, in form Man United. We were battered by Brighton. Brighton, who hadn't kept a clean sheet, I don't think, this season, and we gave them that. So you could argue maybe, potentially, Forest are actually more informed than what we are, especially at the City Ground, and our troubles on the road of late. We had 2 of our free shots inside the box produced in the 85th minute. It's not for great reading. We need to get from back to front quicker. We need to be more direct for me. Stop trying to play out from the back, and hopefully we'll see that on Sunday afternoon. Now, we failed to find the back of the net in 2 of our past 3 games, and we've conceded at least 2 goals in 4 of our last 5 matches. So it isn't going great for Leeds, and our record at the City Ground isn't great either. Now, of course, in more recent times, we did get a victory against Forest. I remember it well because Jesse Marsh was manager. It might have been Gracia, and I said, that's it. Forest are down. We're staying up. Done. And I got clipped up from every single Forest fan, put all over social media, and I will never forget them days. Big up to Daw and the crew over there. However, prior to that, Leeds United's record was poor. You know, we suffered 3 losses and were held to 3 draws in previous 6 contests prior to that more recent one that we won when I think it was Gracia versus Cooper, potentially. So we head to the City Ground, having won once in 5 matches, succumbing to defeat in 3 of our last 4 meetings there. listen, I'd take a point. I can't lie to you. I can't see us winning there, if I'm being totally honest. Since returning to the top flight as well, Farke's side have lost 5 of our 6 fixtures on the road. I don't think that's as bad as it reads. That's what happens in the Premier League. We could have easily had a point had the Goodmanson header not gone in against Fulham. Our only victory coming against bottom place Wolves, obviously a 3-1 win. Wins are hard to come by. If we were to get a win at the City Ground, it'd be absolutely huge. And Forest will be rested and recuperated. They do have a few injuries. Zinchenko, Aina, they'll be out of this game. Chris Wood could be involved, but more than likely be after the international break. Maybe he gets used on the bench. And obviously, Callum Hudson-Odoi is also set to return after the weekend. So probably more than likely be Igor Jesus up top. Gibbs White, Dominguez, Danny Ndoye around him. He did rest a few of his players. I think even Matt Sells got a rest at the weekend. Murillo was on the bench as well. So this Forest squad that they have available will be fit, ready, firing and ready to go. As for Leeds United, same backline, I'd imagine. Ethan Ampadu probably start as well. I would like to probably see Stack come in for a bit more needle, a bit more combative nature than Tanaka in there, just my personal preference. I think Calvert-Lewin, obviously, will go through a late fitness test, but he put some positive posts out on social media, so I think he'll start. It'll then be Okafor and who else on the right? I don't know. Will it be Nonto? Will it be James? Will it be Aronson? I know the fan base probably want Nonto. I know the fanbase don't want Aronson. It'll probably be Aronson, to be honest. But hey ho, we'll wait and see. But look, for me, there's so much at stake for both sides. Neither side are probably going to go all out for it. It's going to be a cagey affair. It wouldn't surprise me if it puts a lot of us to sleep. Of course, we'll have a lot of skin in the game. But if you are a neutral, this is probably not going to be the game for you. Both managers, I don't think we'll be happy with a point, actually. Leeds United's manager, Daniel Farke, definitely will. But if Nottingham Forest can't beat Leeds United at home, they'll be going, well, who can we beat? Come on now. Newly promoted side. They're not doing great on the road. We've got to win this. You know, it wouldn't surprise me if the game is sorted by a single goal. I'm hoping it'll be in Leeds' favour. I said 2-1 earlier in the week, but I just can't see 3 goals in this game upon reflection. Can only see 1. If not, it'll be a 0-0. I'm going to say 1-0 Leeds. I will say 1-0 Leeds. That's my heart. My head's probably saying 0-0. Well, it is. My heart's going to say 1-0. If we can get a win in this, it's absolutely massive, especially when you consider we've got Villa after the international break and then that treacherous run. Of course, if we lose, people will say, get rid of the manager. You know, it's not for me. We're 11 points. We're ahead of the game currently. If we get a win here, it's massive. Again, we're trending more than a point a game, and that's where we need to be. But let me know your thoughts in the comments, folks. It's not going to be easy, regardless of where Forest are. They've got a great side. They've got a great squad. They've got great depth. They've got an experienced coach. The form's turning around at the City Ground. They've had a good draw midweek to Sturm Graz, having rested a few players on the road in Europe. They're a good side, man. Honestly, they are. So it's going to be a tough game. And we don't have a great record. More recently, we won. But prior to that, no wins in 6. No fucking wins in 6. The City Ground is not a good place for us. So with that in mind, it's probably going to be a draw. Or maybe we even lose 1-0. But I'm going to stick my neck out on the chopping block and say 1-0 Leeds with a goal from Noah Okafor. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I will be live from 2. And I'll see you in a bit. Peace out. Leeds.